Yo, 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 welcome back to the Diamond Cave. It's your man, Mr. Press Record, here with another one. And today we're going to talk about Machine's new update, the 3.0 update, what we've been waiting for. So right here, I got some of the specs to be expected. Let's see what they're saying, man, because I know I was waiting for it. So let's go, let's talk about it. So, boom, they say, we'll be releasing an upgrade to the software in November that brings several features. Boom. So that's November. So that's coming up, man. That could be the first week, middle week, or last week. We don't know, but they say November. One of the features is including, stem separation. Let me tell you, man. I've been talking about that's one of the things that Native Instruments been missing because Akai has it, FL Studio has it, Serato Sample has it. So I'm like, we gotta catch up, man, because I need that in my life. Boom, so we got that. Cool. Now, we got MIDI editing workflow improvements. So, with that being said, well, it's MIDI. So, with MIDI, basically what that's probably saying is that basically it's more seamless, more smooth, because MIDI is one of those things that always needs to be updated because VSTs get bigger, they get stronger, and things like that, processes. So yeah, I could definitely see the improvement in the MIDIs. Per scene tempo, so those that work with scenes, that means, so basically what that means is individual scenes, you could individually adjust the tempos to the scenes. That's dope, because I use scenes, from time to time, but because of this feature, I'm probably going to use it more. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So now you got a basic controller S series MK3 integration. So that right there, that's basically saying that you're going to be able to fully integrate the hardware with the software. The knobs, sensitive knobs, just really going in and control everything. So that's definitely going to be super fresh. And it's going to have a modern interface, and it says, and many other small but valuable improvements. There was a long list of features requested by the community, and while we have not been able to build them all yet, but this upgrade significantly expands what you can do with Maschine. So, like I said, I'm definitely, I come from the hardware, I come from the MPC. So I started making beats way back in like early, I don't know, 80, like 98 or something like that. But anyway, the stem separation is cool because they have it in FL Studio. So whenever I gotta like separate the stems or whatever, I gotta go into FL Studio, do it, bounce it out, or open up Serato Sample, boom, which is all cool. I got no beef with that. However, if Maschine can have it where I don't have to really go elsewhere, I can kind of just stay within the workflow with it all. That's what I wanted. And shout out to the new update because they say they got it. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, sir. And they also talking about there's also going to be a new hardware. They're saying that the hardware basically, it looks the same. For what I'm looking at, it looks like the one now. However, the screens, they say, is higher res. The knobs are touch sensitive now, the 8 knobs, so you could definitely, by tapping them, you could open up more functions within that parameter, within that macro. So that sounds pretty fresh. Now here's what I'm liking about this. They say the new hardware is studio graded interface. So it says Maschine now comes with an audio grade of 96 kHz and 24-bit audio, which is beautiful because 98 kilohertz is like standard as far as quality and sounds and sample rates and things like that. So yeah, that's that I like that. And it says for pristine sound, simply patch in a synth or add a dynamic mic for quick recording or sampling. Yes, 96 kilohertz again at 24-bit, and you put in a dynamic mic within the interface in the back. Yeah, you're gonna get a nice pristine sound. So shout out to y'all for upgrading that. And other than that, it seems like a bunch of little upgrades. They said they boast that the buttons are a little bigger. They say, hold on, let me see. They talking about the buttons and all that stuff, but they say the buttons is a little bigger. The slide knob, you can use it as a pitch wheel to modulation, which was kind of weird because you can like already do that. So now, would I be running to get the new hardware per se, probably not, because I mean, besides the high-res screen and bigger buttons, and it's still not enough for me to want to be like, you know, abandon what I got. I feel like I still can do what I gotta do. So what's my conclusion? My conclusion is definitely, like I said, the stem separation, the MIDI improvements, to be able to tap, you know, change the tempo within the scenes. Yeah, definitely. But there is one thing I would like Maschine to be able to do. Now, leave in the comments and correct me if you can already do this. So now, Akai has it where when you're in slice mode, when you're slicing up the samples, you're allowed to actually edit the slices on the fly. Before you assign it to anything, you can literally, you know, trim the ending, trim the beginning, start point and points, you know, within the slice before you actually lock it in. Now, Maschine, you can slice. However, you have to apply it to a group and do a few things first. Then you can edit the slice. I just want Maschine to be able, I don't know if that's going to be part of the little miscellaneous improvements, but if Maschine can allow you to definitely edit the slices on the fly before you actually link it into it and apply to a group, that would be clutch, man. That would definitely be clutch. So, with that being said, shout out to y'all. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification. Rock with us. That's Maschine 3.0. Oh, by the way, so real quick, price point. So they didn't really mention the price point, so I'm assuming something like that between $99 and $199. If it's like $299, I think that's a stretch. You know, $99 is cool. $199, it's cutting it close, especially because, you know, you only kind of, you know, you upgrade, you got to, you know, you're only updating like a few features. However, I know softwares get bigger. And with that, I leave another point. You are like, yo, this dude keeps talking, but it's just coming to me as I'm talking to you. Stem separation. You got to make sure your computer can handle it. That is the key thing, because you can get this update. I mean, it can handle Maschine now. Your machine can be running smooth. However, this update, the software is going to, because it has these new features, the software is going to be larger. You know what I mean? Everything's going to be larger. With that being said, if you don't have the right specs, then there's a big chance that it'll start lagging, cracking, even crashing. You're just having issues with it. So definitely make sure your specs can handle. Make sure you find all the specs before you drop that $99 or that $199 and you get it and you can't use it because it's crackling. You don't want to go through that. You know, I kind of went through that with Serato Sample. You know what I mean? I had it. It was dope, but because of the computer I had at the time, whenever I opened up, it let me chop a little, but whenever I started opening up more instances of it, it just wouldn't let me do it. So definitely keep that in mind. Make sure your specs is good, and that way, I believe it's usually about 4 gigs of RAM or higher to run these. You know, 4 gigs, you know, 2.6 gigahertz. So if you got 8 or higher, then you should definitely be fine. With that being said, make sure you tune into the next episode. Hit that like, subscribe, notification. It's your boy,